Good morning. Hi, I'm Marietta Carter. I am a practitioner, a member of the Board of Trustees, but most importantly, I am your host today. So it's my pleasure to welcome you. Welcome to Sunday morning at the Centers for Spiritual Living, Nashville. I'd also like to welcome all who are watching online and for you to come and see us in person the next time you're in Nashville. We're excited today because our speaker is our illustrious founding minister, Reverend Dr. Mitch Johnson. The title of his talk today is Relax into the Feeling. And we're also pleased to welcome our guest artist, Ashley Welty. Thank you. So if you're wondering, who are we? We are an inclusive, open, spiritual community for anyone seeking a deeper connection to God. If you've never been to a Center for Spiritual Living before, I would like to share with you a few things. We believe that all people are individualized expressions of the one Spirit. We believe in immortality and of the individual soul forever expanding, and we believe that there is only one God. There's many paths to that God, but we're here to love and honor and support you wherever your path may lead you. This Center for Spiritual Living is a safe haven for all people of all beliefs and all lifestyles. So wherever you find yourself on your journey, you're welcome here. Welcome to our center, and let's begin our service. I invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath. Place your hand over your heart and just take another deep breath. Breathe in good and breathe out good. As we continue to breathe in, join me in knowing truth by turning within and knowing with me that there is a power and a wisdom and a love that surrounds us all right now. That same power that created the beginning of everything is alive, and it's still creating, and it lives in each one of us right now. This infinite power, it never rests. It never stops creating for a moment. We are created in its liking, in its likeness, and it expects us to do the same as it does by creating and living to our highest and best. So I invite you to open up your hearts and your minds and feel Spirit moving in and around and through you. Feel that inner connection. Join me as I give thanks for all who are here today. I'm grateful for all who are near and far who are contributing to this service by just sending their energy, by just being present, by being open and receptive to love. I bless our speaker, Reverend Mitch Johnson, our practitioner, Lima, and our guest artist, Ashley. I know that the message that is shared today by all will assist us in knowing the truth about ourselves so we can soar and feel lifted and inspired. For this I give great thanks, and so it is.
Today must be the most beautiful day. nothing I want for. I got everything that I need. So my conclusion is, it's the most beautiful day I have ever lived. A special morning is the most fabulous morning I've seen. Woke up with the sunshine, made myself a cup of tea. Grandpa kissed my forehead, grateful for another day. So simple harmony to me, it's the universe's way. Today must be the most beautiful day I have lived. Waves are coming in, but I am sitting still. There is nothing I want for. I got everything that I need. So my conclusion is, it's the most beautiful day I have ever lived. In the noontime, I take a walk, feeling all in all that I am. Flowing with the rivers of life, trusting every boy, girl, woman, and man. I am the flowers, I am the sun, I am everything that you see. Living in perfect harmony, beautiful world made for me. Today must be the most beautiful world I have lived. Waves are coming in, but I am sitting still. There is nothing I want for. I got everything that I need. So my conclusion is, it's the most beautiful world I have ever lived. Must be the most beautiful day I have lived. Waves are coming in, but I am sitting still. There is nothing I want for. I got everything that I need. So my conclusion is, it's the most beautiful day I have ever lived.
Miss Ashley Welty, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I am so happy to be here and such a beautiful day that we all get to share together here right now. I'm the reader, and my name is Lima Dickens, and I'm one of the practitioners here. And I'm going to, I changed my mind 3 times, but I'm going to be doing a reading, I did, from Ernest Holmes, the textbook. And it's very meaningful for me because we sometimes forget what the practitioner does. This comes from chapter 13, page 183, and the passage, the little passage I'm going to read, is the mental practice deals only with thought. The philosophy of spiritual mind healing is based upon the conception that we are living in a universe of intelligence, a spiritual universe, that thoughts are things, and it is a definite state of consciousness, and they become subjective, operate through a creative field, and tend to reproduce themselves in form. Therefore, it logically follows that this system of treatment is for the purpose of uncovering and neutralizing the wrong states of mind and of building in the mind a concept of our spiritual birthright, thought which is built upon realization of the divine presence within. has the power to realize that you can overcome darkness. And that is the light. The light is the power. And that is how it combats this darkness out of our lives. But by this, exactly what is it? And it is the light, the big light that we all are. And this light shineth into the darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. Therefore, spiritual treatment does not concern itself with unpleasant conditions, nor with imperfect manifestations, either in one's body or in one's own affairs. Treatment is for the purpose for inducing an interior awareness, that is the realization of it pertains to the client or the person that we're working with. And this realization is in the mind of us, the practitioner. We have to hold that for the client. And it is the person that I am working with that I keep in the highest regard. Thank you. Now I'm going to do a spiritual mind treatment. And this spiritual mind treatment, I'd like for just, if you don't mind, close your eyes and then just listen with your heart. I know that there is only one presence, one power, one luminous light that I choose to call God. God is the love that governs everything. I know that God is all-knowing, all-giving, and all-present in every spot of the universe. God is all there is. I know that I'm one with the infinite spirit that moves, lives, and has its being in me, as me, and I can never be separate. Spirit flows in and through my physical body, giving me the power to live my best life. I am a center in divine mind, a point of God consciousness. I affirm that my affairs are divinely guided and guarded into right action, perfect results correctly all the time. Divine ideas come to me daily, and they direct me and sustain me without effort. I am continuously directed and compelled to do the right thing, to say the right word, and to follow the right course at all times. All suggestions of aging, poverty, limitation, or unhappiness are uprooted from my mind and cannot gain entrance in my thought. Therefore, all disbeliefs, doubts, and uncertainty has already been dissipated and replaced with absolute truth. I know that this is the absolute truth. I am overjoyed with gratitude of this knowledge from Ernest Holmes and his Science of Mind teachings. I am so grateful for the ever-increasing good in my life right now. And I give thanks to everyone here today. I give thanks to our beautiful artist, Ashley. I give thanks to Larry, and I give thanks to all the beautiful musicians and singers that we have here on the stage. And I give thanks for this building, Unity Church, that we get to be part of. And most of all, I give thanks to God. I release my word into the law of mind in action, knowing that this good or even greater good has already been accomplished. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. so grateful. I am so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I am so grateful. 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 Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I am so grateful. 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 I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude above me. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I am so grateful.
What was I going to say? I forgot. Oh. That was a wonderful song, and that was your lesson today. That was your lesson today. And it's all about feeling, relaxing into the feeling. There was a passage that Ernest Holmes wrote in the textbook. I think he was quoting Shakespeare. And he said, "My words fly up, but my feelings stay below. Because thought without feeling cannot to heaven go." Well, a thought, here's what I've come to understand. A thought is an electromagnetic signal to the universe that says, I want this. But the only way that thing you want can come back to you is if you have a feeling in your heart electromagnetically that matches it. So it comes back to you. Your thoughts goes out, but your feelings bring things back to you. So what I love about the study of metaphysics is that, like everything else in life, it changes. A passage I read years ago, as I reread it, takes on a new significance, a new meaning, and it feels simply good to me now. Of course, something in me changed, and the words on the page stayed the same, but something about them felt clearer to me, or more emotional, perhaps. I think that passage that I understood with my mind the first time, okay, I got it. But you see, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. We never do with our minds alone. Now I'm getting it with my heart. Now I feel it, you understand? So I used to play classical guitar. And I noticed when I would learn to play something new, let's say, I would do it, but I'd do it mechanically. And I'd play the notes, etc., but the music was flat. It lacked something essential in it. It lacked meaning. It was hard to learn to play it right just by forcing. You know what I mean? You musicians know what I mean. So I tried, and I kept on trying, but something was off. Something is missing. And then I discovered, as I watched great musicians, that they seemed to be captivated by the music. Captivated is a good word. Just like you must be captivated by what you desire to have in your life, or you won't get it. So the great musicians captivated by the music as they played, and I knew then that they felt it, and they felt what they were doing, and they seemed to love the music out of their instruments. So I worked to a piece that I was working on, and I simply allowed myself to appreciate the loveliness in that passage. And it became very emotional to me. I could feel that composer's joy, and I could feel that composer's melancholy as I played. So it was easier to learn it when I did that. And rather than my old way, which was trying hard, getting frustrated, making mistakes, and then getting angry at myself for doing that. Anybody understand? Too bad. So it was like this. Instead of seeing it as a hard task that I had to overcome something and buckle down and force myself to try harder, I started seeing it as an opportunity to bring something beautiful out to life. To love it into existence. Something that pleased my heart. Something that simply felt good. And I was relaxed about it. Everyone understand what I'm saying? Well, once again, I noticed it was easier to learn when I was relaxed. And I appreciate it. You see, this is how you create anything you want in your life. That's how you create anything you want in your life. I remember a story or not a story, it's something that Greg Braden and Bruce Lipton put out not too long ago. And they were talking about a study. And in this study, it took people 400 plus or minus repetitions to learn something new. 400 repetitions. You know, that's going over it and over and over. So, yes, that can work. You can do something over and over and over, and it will change the neurological tissue. It will change the hormones and chemicals that happen so that they match that something new that you want to learn. So by trying hard, we can do it. But something else in the study showed if you tried something with a sense of love, if you tried something with a sense of joy in a relaxed manner, a sense of something beautiful, could we say? Your desire and love, then it only took 25 or 30 repetitions to learn something. To change your body, to change the hormones, to change the way you view life, to change the very genes in your body, the way they expressed themselves. Now listen to what I'm saying. When you change the way the genes express in your body, we're talking about healing. When you change the way your genes express in your body, we're talking about a whole new vista of possibility of life that opens up before you. So I've come to see that you can heal anything you want. So in my 40 years of metaphysical ministry, I've changed. Some of you are going, not much. Well, but I have changed. I've come to see that the words on the page that I used to look at have changed, have not changed, but I have. Something in me, it finds new and better something every time I read them. Well, those words are like this: God is love. Well, I've heard that my whole life. Have you? I've heard that God is love. I used to hear it when I was a Baptist boy and when I was singing gospel music, and I didn't feel it. So God is love. So when we start noticing that indeed God is love, then everything is love. 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 When you start noticing it, all that is just naturally feels good and loves you and loves itself and loves everything. Loves everything. Even the things that you don't like. Even your political nemesis. God is love and loves everything. And if you want to be like that, if you want to be who you really are, which is this God is love, that's what that passage is telling you. You have to love your political nemesis. Oh. Therefore, you are love. Now, I think when we all came here, we forgot that. We all did. We came to earth. But I believe we came here to spread it. I know we've spread something else sometimes. But we came here to spread the good news that love is really all there is. Oh. And to have fun doing it. Means you don't look at what's wrong or look at them and say they're wrong, they're bad. Seeing what's wrong and feeling it only perpetuates it. So you understand when you find some fault in someone, you're giving them the same energy to help them perpetuate it. Ooh. Let's all say that. Ooh. So you don't want to help them perpetuate that. You came here to be what you are, love. You came here to create joy. You came here to appreciate what a beautiful world we have and how wonderful people really are. Can I get a witness? So I've come to see in my experience of life, I know I'm another old white guy trying to tell you to do something, but this is good. When I allow myself to feel good, just to feel good, to love, to appreciate, to be grateful, everything in my life changes because the feeling from me is more godlike. It's more creative. That feeling then is the only thing that creates, you see. And here's something for all you lonely people out there, okay? If you're lonely, out there in video land. Nobody here, I know. It's something that I learned from Wayne Dyer years ago. He said, you can't be lonely if you love the person you're with. Who were you with all the time? Oh, okay. I love that. You know, for years in my ministry, it was my privilege to write thank you notes to people for their contribution to our center or for something else. I learned that from Dr. Tom Costa, the so-called love doctor in Palm Desert, California. He said his life was a thank you note to God. And I think it was. So I remember the first time I wrote them, how good I felt after writing them. Just saying, thank you for thank you, gratitude, right? I'm grateful. And then I started looking forward every week to writing new thank you notes because it just uplifted my spirit and I felt so much better. In fact, one time a woman told me that she taped every note I had ever written her up on her refrigerator. I thought, wow. She said, they made me feel good, like somebody, like I'm loved, she said. And I said, wow. She said, I just wish in my heart that I could read them. Some of you know what I mean. What I lacked in penmanship, I made up for in enthusiasm. I remember once we got a $60,000 check from someone prominent in the music business. Wow. Well, I typed that one out. I wanted to be sure they, So, do you have something in your life that you would like to change? I suspect we all do. Well, if you're going to change it, you have to get on the same vibration, the same wavelength where change for the better exists. Right? Because everything is a vibration of energy now. We know this from our study of modern quantum physics. Everything is a vibration of energy. So if you want something in your life you don't have now, you have to be at that vibration. And you can be. And it starts with love. It starts with joy. It starts with just feeling good and making yourself feel good even when you think you don't. Because practicing feeling good, practicing gratitude, practicing love, and these vibrations of energy keeps you focused on what can be rather than what you don't have. Follow me? It's too easy to be, I want a healthy body, but I'm feeling bad, I'm feeling sick. Well, it's time to get over it. It's time to get some love in your heart and compassion for yourself. It's simple as this. You can't love and hate. You can't love and criticize. You can't love and be grateful and complain. You can't love and feel sorry for yourself. You can't love and fear. You can't love and be jealous. You can't love and judge. You can't love and be grateful and feel bad. You can't love and find fault with others or with yourself. These things aren't God. Remember, God is love, right? These negative things are just fear and frustration masquerading as reality. I'm going to say that again because we forget that so easily. All of that stuff we think is wrong is fear and frustration masquerading as reality. I like that because I wrote it. And they owe their existence to us paying attention to them. Because you are God creating your reality. And once you get it, that everything that happens to you happens from you, then your whole life can change and change for the better. See, here's what I think. I think we all have a happy button inside us. I do. You know, otherwise you'd never be able to find anything funny, and you'd never be able to feel good. Feeling good is simply a choice, like, I don't know, listening to your favorite music or treating yourself to a meal that you enjoy, or going to a comedy show, or walking in the park, and noticing how beautiful it is. I was walking in the park the other day, and I've walked by this particular section of the park many times, but this time my heart was open, and I was, wow, look at the beautiful spring coming up, and there we're on this side of the road, something that I'd missed many times before. These little beautiful blue, yellow, and white flowers, wildflowers. Wow. Showing their love for who? For me, because I'm God. They show their love for you too, but don't miss them by turning your head away from them, because you're God too. I know I could get in trouble for saying that, and I often have. So I want you to push your happy button. So the next time you're trying to get downtown and the traffic is full and you're late for work and you're going, stop and push your happy button. Try it now. Just say, okay, I'm going to push my happy button. Okay. And say this, I've got a happy button. I can push anytime I want to. And turn to someone and say, so do you. Push that happy button. And look, we're not just making stuff up here as we go along. Harvard scientists have identified an area of our brains they call the enlightenment circuit. Isn't that interesting? They go on MRIs and they study this and notice this circuit lights up. It lights up when we're feeling compassionate, when we're feeling love, when we're feeling joy, and when we're feeling gratitude. So the more you practice compassion, love, gratitude, and joy, the more this enlightenment circuit lights up. And the more it lights up, the stronger it gets. And the stronger it gets, the less and less you stop going to the fear part of your brain. And it becomes your fallback to. Oh, compassion, love, gratitude, and joy. It's your happy button. That can help you change anything. Reminds me of a story of a woman who was talking to her friend. Her friend was asking her, she said, well, so you stopped smoking like he asked you to? She said, yes. Oh, and you lost 12 pounds like he asked you to? She said, yes. And you stopped drinking like he asked you to? I said, yes. And she said, well, why in the world didn't you marry him? And she said, well, after all that change, I think I could do better. So listen, change is only difficult for us because when we try hard, we want it so much. And we're at the same time focusing on what we don't have. And the law is receiving two contradictory signals from us, you see. We can't attract what we want while we're feeling bad about not having what we want. So the solution is to relax and practice feeling good and being grateful for what you have already. And practicing compassion, love, gratitude, and joy. Andrew Capp was a man that we used his book, The Last Law of Attraction book you'll ever need to read. We use that in our Law of Attraction class, and people tell me their lives have changed because of it. And I hope some of you here are there. They said their lives have changed, but it was really about practicing feeling good. And you may have forgot that, but the path of creation is an emotional path. It's not a mental path. Use your mentality to create an emotion. That's how you do it. You use your mentality to create an emotion, to create a sense of love, to create happy. Now, don't give me that. Some of you got that look on your face. But how can I be happy when I'm not? Grow up. Find something to be happy about. Turn to someone right now. Just turn to someone and say, find one good thing to say about that person, okay? Just say it right now. Anything. You got nice hair. Okay. Don't make it too long. Now, how does that feel? All right. That's how you practice it. Now turn to someone and say, thank you for acknowledging me. Okay. So now you've got it. If you want to create something, and it might take you a while to do it because you're not used to it, right? But if you want to create something, you relax. You get an image, you get a feeling of it. And that feeling that you must have before you create it is a good feeling, a love feeling, a gratitude feeling. That gratitude, and then it gets into your life. It can't help but get into your life, because that's the nature of being. Let's do a treatment together. You want to? And I just want to say one thing. In the Bible, Jesus is talking to the disciples in the book of John, and he says, happy are you if you know these things and do them. Happy are you if you know these things and do them. So that's my guarantee to you. Happy things come to people who are happy. Amen? Amen. Okay, let's do this treatment together. So I'm gonna do a treatment for all of us, and you make it personal for yourself, that we're all going to find, how would you like to have some surprise of good this week? Would you like that? Who many wants a surprise of good? Okay. So, know with me, get a sense that there's only one life, and that life is God. And that life is love. Love in all its forms, in all its glories, in all its joys, in all of its creativity. And I am one with that life. I am God as love, as joy, creating my experience of life. And so I declare that this week, something good is going to happen to me. That's very obvious to me. That Spirit is going to show its love for me by giving me something wonderful and good this week. And I open my heart and I open my mind to receive it by acknowledging that I am seeing the love and feeling the love and feeling the joy of being alive. So how would I feel if I had a happy surprise this week? Wouldn't I feel good? So feel good. Wouldn't I express gratitude? So express gratitude. Wouldn't I feel the love of the universe always has for me, bestowing upon me this wonderful gift of something good, something magnificently good, which is now mine this week. For everyone in this room, something good has already happened this week. Has already happened. And with a great deal of love in my heart, just put your hand over your heart. With a great deal of love in my heart, I acknowledge that this wonderful universe is blessing me and has always blessed me and is blessing me now. And I acknowledge with gratitude Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you for this wonderful surprise and for my continued growth and continued acceptance of more and more good in my life. And I release this treatment now to that law which is always working, knowing it is bringing it about for me and you in just the perfect way. Thank you, God. And with a lot of joy, we let it be so. And together we say, and so it is.
Thank you, Dr. Mitch. Now is the time to give back to us what serves us. So I'm going to ask the ushers to come forward. We have a few ways that we can accept your gift, your offering of love. You can give it in our collection basket here. You can go to the bookstore. I believe our bookstore is working today. We have a terminal set up. There is a QR code that you can find in the back. And for our online viewers, you can make a contribution using the link that should be showing on your screen now. Or you can mail a check, and we'll go over that later. Why don't you just check us out on our webpage, and you can find our address and where you can send if you choose to send a check. Join me as we say, divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. Thank you for your loving gifts.
Life has one act. Why do we lay all these plans? We put them right in our path when we just wanna be free. I will not waste my days making up all kinds of ways to worry about all the things that will not happen to me. So I just let go of what I know I don't know, and I know I only do this by living in the moment, living my life easy and breezy, peace in my mind, peace in my heart, peace in my soul. Wherever I'm going, I'm already home. I'm living in the moment. I'm letting myself off the hook for things I've done. I'm letting my past go past, and now I'm having more fun. And I'm letting go of thoughts that don't keep me strong. And I believe this way can be the same for everyone. And if I fall asleep, I know you'll be the one who'll always remind me to live in the moment, live my life easy and breezy, peace in my before I spun around and heard no more. By living in the moment, living my life, living easy, peace in my side, peace in my heart, peace in my soul. Wherever I'm going, I'm already home. I'm living in the moment, living my life, easy and breezy, with peace in my mind, peace in my soul, peace in my soul, peace in my heart. I'm already home, living in the moment, living my life, easy and breezy, peace in my mind, peace in my heart, peace in my soul. Wherever I'm going, I already know I'm living in the moment.
Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Van. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you, everybody, for showing up here today. We have a few announcements. We have a new members class that will be offered via Zoom starting April the 20th. It will be an hour class for anybody who would like to become a member of CSLN. You'd like to know a little bit about our teaching. There is a sign-up sheet in our lobby, or you can reach out to David Armholter. Please know that if you're a member of any other CSL organization like MCCSL, you don't have to take the class, but you do need to sign a membership agreement form and a survey. So just contact David if you'd like to transfer your membership to CSLN. Y'all, we're going to have an annual meeting on April the 28th. We're going to be selecting the board members for the Board of Trustees. This year, we'll have 6 people who will serve on the board. David Armholter and Lucia Cooper-Smith are the only members whose terms are not expiring. So anyone else who has an interest in contributing, please see them, because today is the last day that you can show your interest in becoming a board member. We want to let everybody know that we've opened up our Child and Family Services. We're ready to receive your young'uns beginning at 11:15 every Sunday morning. So you can have time with parents, caregivers, can go to meditation or just have a few minutes without their children. One thing, our ballot regarding the purchasing of Holy Trinity closed last night at midnight. A total of 76 people voted to buy the Holy Trinity property, and 7 people voted to stay at Unity for the time being. So we're going to be submitting a personal sale agreement later this week, and let's just know that whatever the outcome is, that it is right and perfect order for our center. I'm going to say this week, if y'all want an opportunity to celebrate and give some gratitude, my mentor, my wonderful practitioner friend, Ursula Roden, will be having a birthday on the 10th, and so I'm just going to give a special shout out to her. If you would like any details regarding these announcements, please visit our website. We also have a list of our announcements outside the classroom door, or you can contact admin@csln.org for more information. For any of our visitors, thank you for coming. If you'd like to know anything else about our community, we're going to have a host of people up front. Feel free to come up, ask them for any information. They're here to serve. They're here to be of assistance to you. If you're watching online, please subscribe by giving us a thumbs up. At this time, I'm going to ask all our practitioners and our ministers to come forward. And just to know that if there's something heavy on your heart today, please don't hesitate. Please come up, see one of these wonderful practitioners of... No, you've already talked enough.
I just wanted to say it would be a great thing if that good thing that's going to happen to you this week, you shared it with us. Would you do that? Yeah. Because it can mean something. You can help other people. You can help other people by your demonstration. So please do it.
Thank you, Mitch. I'm going to end with what we call a Science of Mind treatment. It's really an affirmative prayer. But before I start, I'd like for everybody in our community to please hold Sue Franklin, Gary Huffman, Gary Bowers, Alan Woodard in your healing thoughts and prayers this week. I invite you to close your eyes. I invite you to breathe in and know with me that in my awareness of the oneness of God, I know that my mind is free. My mind escapes the bondage of confusion, doubt, and fear. And I know that I'm created by and in the likeness of our beloved God, the Spirit that always says, yes, my beloved, I am with you now. I will never depart you, for you and I are one. My world must respond to my thoughts, for that's the law of mind, and that is how spirit works. So knowing that universal law automatically responds to my thinking, I choose to focus on uplifting and life-affirming thoughts of peace, love, and harmony. I cease to give my time or energy to ideas that no longer serve me. I accept the knowingness that God surrounds me, unfolds me, and upholds me in every moment. I stand in the midst of a flexible universe that responds to my thoughts and acts upon it. God in me is inspiring my mind with the right ideas that are impelling me to right action and truth. I am the center of good in my world. Unto me and into each one of us is given the unlimited possibilities of good because the divine mind, who we call God, acts through me as me. So today, I'm loving the one that I'm with. I affirm the good, the true, the perfect. My consciousness is truth in action. My body responds to health. I let the divine be in what is planned for me to be. And my health is automatic. My body cannot make me ill, for spirit alone is cause of all things. The more I trust the divine power that is my true nature, the more my world opens up, and I rejoice in the victory over any disease. I affirm one cause, one source, one mind, one love, and for this knowledge I give great thanks. I'm thankful for this teaching. I'm grateful for all those who came before me and those who are with me today, those who assist me in knowing the path of joy, peace, and love. I give thanks to this beloved community here at CSLN who always welcomes me with open arms and an open heart. I release my word to the law of mind and watch with gratitude as countless blessings unfold. I expect and accept only the highest and best. I let this be so. And together we say, and so it is.
Why don't we all stand and sing our closing song? And the lyrics will appear. There you go. All right. Here we go.
Think of your fellow man.
This program is a service of the Center for Spiritual Living Nashville. May your life be filled with joy and prosperity in every way. Learn more about our programs or contact one of our practitioners at our website, cslnashville.org. You may also want to follow us on Facebook at CSLNASH. You can make a big difference with your financial gift at lovecsln.com. Please share the link to this program with a friend and join us again next Sunday. Have a wonderful week.